Alright guys, welcome to the video today. So in this video we're going to be talking about advanced tips for Skirmish. So as we hop into it, you're going to see I missed that snipe right there, but I'm able to pick up the 2-piece on this guy and get him out of his Titan Smash. So at this point I kind of know it's a 1v1. I know where the other guy is. I go for the revive, see if I can challenge him with an overshield. Unfortunately my teammate does not accept the revive. I pop my super, and luckily enough he pops his as well, and I can waste his super. I pick up the heavy ammo. Some people might be wondering why you'd pop a super just for one person, but at this meta in the game with proximity rockets, especially when I only have a heavy machine gun, getting heavy is very important to make sure that they don't get full rocket ammo and get 7 rockets. Luckily that guy used a Titan Smash and he was arrogant enough to dance on their bodies afterwards, so I picked him off. So at this point I know that there's 2 proximity rockets left, but because I have a machine gun, pretty much the best thing I can do at this point is get a trade. So I end up backing up. I know that special spawned in on the other side, so it must be over here. I have 1 shot left. I'm able to pick off that guy with a body shot and pick up the rest of the special ammo. So at this point I know that there's only 1 person left with rockets, and I kind of proceed to run around the map, kind of crouching around looking for him. And then once I get the last guy with rockets, I can proceed to use my machine gun to get map control. Map control is actually very important in something like Skirmish, especially on this map. Basically, once you get rid of the enemy rockets, that's where you can kind of hold down mid-map and use your machine gun to your advantage. At this point in the game, I'm usually just going to stick around this part of the map, see if I can pick off more people until I run out of heavy ammo. I see that guy. I know that the special might have spawned up, so I wanted to cut him off from getting that because he has a shotgun. Luckily, he wasted a shot on me and special ammo had not spawned up yet. I said that there's about 1 minute and 20 seconds left, so I keep that in the back of my head and go back to the middle of the map with my machine gun. Because I'm kind of just running around with the machine gun at this point in the game and killing people, there's not that much more to explain about it. I wanted to talk about collapsing on your enemies. If people don't know what collapsing is, it's basically flanking, killing someone from the side and side swiping them. So basically killing them while they're not looking, taking advantage of them being in another gunfight. So that's kind of what is especially when you're playing a sweaty game. If you don't know what sweaties are, it's basically when you get some host of the same, I guess, area, you'd say. So if there's 2 people that live in California, they host up 6 really good players and they play against each other for fun. And it's very competitive in that game mode, especially Skirmish. Basically what comes down to, whoever gets the victories, who collapses the best, who kind of flanks their enemies the most. And that's a very strong tactic to use. So when you're playing against people that aren't as good, it's going to work even better, but it will, like I said, be a little bit harder because you don't have full teammates. Right here I'm playing solo, so it's going to be a little bit harder. If you do play with teammates, then definitely use this. It's a lot of fun to use and it works very well. So at this point in time, let's just say that you see your teammate shooting at someone with a thorn. Let's just say I'm sitting right here, or my teammate is sitting right next to me on the head glitch shooting through there, and I can see that multiple shots are coming this way. I see the thorn guy coming that way. At this point, what I could have chosen to done about 10 seconds ago is run around the left side to the golden stairs and try to pick them off with something like a thorn. So overall, when you're playing a team game mode, you're going to want to have a variation of weapon combos. Personally, I like to go with the last word sniper. You can also go with last word shotgun. You're not going to have that much range, or where you can pick people off at a distance like you could with a thorn. But overall, I go with the last word sniper. You're probably going to want to have 1 last word sniper on a team, maybe 1 thorn shotgun, or any type of long range weapon. A messenger is going to work very well as well. I really like the pulse rifle overall. Just any type of long range pulse rifle, you're going to want to pair with a shotgun, and then any kind of higher fire rate and lower impact pulse rifle, you're going to want to pair with a sniper rifle. And by the way, when someone's sniping and you see them aimed at you, you're not going to want to peek with something like a last word from long range. You're going to want to peek with something like a thorn or a messenger. Basically just anything that's going to have enough range and impact to throw off their sniper shot. So before I end this video today, I wanted to talk about all these things in order and what you're going to want to do once you spawn into a Skirmish games and the steps you're going to want to take. So the first thing is establishing strong map control. Basically find the most popular areas of the map and get to it. Get to one spot where you can look at multiple angles to pick off your targets off spawn. And then once you establish that map control, get to the heavy once it spawns in. Make sure you pick up the heavy, especially if your enemies have rockets. If you have a machine gun, kind of follow the same thing like I mentioned earlier. Use a sniper rifle, kind of peek popular lanes which you think the people with rocket launchers are going to go down. Just get 1 sniper and then run away. Take them 1 at a time. You don't have to try to get 2 rocket launchers at once. Once you end up picking 1 off, you can move to a new area, because when you do leave a sniper shot, there's going to be a bullet trail that's left behind, and the other people that do have rockets on the other person's team that you just recently sniped are going to know where you were or where you're coming from. So kind of go in the opposite direction and pick a new spot to kind of set up and pick off 1 at a time. At that point, once you know that all the proximity rockets or just rockets in general, heavy in general, is going to be down, then you can pull out your machine gun and try to dominate the center of the map. Once your machine gun kind of runs out, go ahead and rotate around the special ammo. Make sure you get all the special, especially if your other enemies that you're playing against are using shotguns, because shotguns can be very, very annoying at times. You're going to get collapsed on and just overall pushed with shotguns, and it can get kind of irritating at times. And then the final tip is going to be using effective weapon combinations and defensive grenades. So defensive grenades, like I mentioned, it's basically if you know someone's going to be coming through a door or multiple enemies are going to be coming through a door, and you can tag 1 to 2, maybe even 3 of them with your grenade like an arc bolt. And then 1 headshot from a last word or 1 body shot from a thorn will finish them off. And the effective weapon combinations that I like to use are last word with a sniper, last word with a shotgun sometimes, thorn with a shotgun is very, very powerful, a messenger with a shotgun is very, very good as well. Basically, if you have a high impact, lower rate of fire pulse rifle, pair that with a shotgun, and then if you have more of a high fire rate, low impact pulse rifle, then pair that with something like a sniper, a Praetor's Revenge, an LDR. Right here I'm using a white sniper because I'm playing on Xbox and I do not have my account leveled up. That's also why I'm not regenning health after Blade Dancer kills. If anyone is wondering, I just overall don't have my account leveled. So that's basically going to do it for the video today. If you guys did enjoy this video today, drop a like down below. I hope you enjoyed it being a little bit more depth than usual. It was a lot of fun to make. Also subscribe so you do not miss any type of video in the future, and hopefully I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.
Yeah.